Greetings and salutations, my dear audience. This is Joe St. Egg Benedictus bringing you another classic book review of some vintage Bibles I found at the used bookstore. I want to give a shout out to my pal Mike, to all the visionaries and mystics out there. Thank you for joining me. I've noticed lately that not a lot of people are doing thrift store or used Bibles anymore. And so I'm happy and proud to bring you the various Bibles that we find that are old and vintage and used and thrift, because you got to love the old Bibles too. You know, it's not just all about the new Bibles. And I think last year I did about maybe 3 or 4 new Bibles, and that's okay. They're my most popular videos, but I really do love to go back to my heart and my original content of old Bibles. And today, not only do I have 3 Bible/book finds that I'm going to show you from the used bookstore of late, but these are all available if you want to own them. And what I mean by that is, if you live in the continental United States, I will be glad to send these to you, any one of these to you, and include a care package. So if you're interested in any one of these, go down below, like, subscribe, and go down below and leave a comment and let me know which one you're interested in. And first come, first serve kind of thing, you know, whatever comment my eyes spot. And then we'll get in touch offline, and I can send you a care package with these. This first one, my connection at the thrift store, the used bookstore, got a hold of me. It is a Holy Bible with Concordance, Schofield Reference Edition, Oxford. She knows I like Oxford, but it's of this really nice old leather. It has a little bit of a yap, as you can see. See that? The gilding is really nice. But let's take a look at it, because I really haven't looked inside. It has this old vinyl-y material, not vinyl-y, but textured cardstock. And I believe this is from the 1940s. So let's take a look. All right, so Schofield Bible. This is King James. I told the lady at the used bookstore I really don't do King James. However, this particular Bible I did pick up for $3. One, because I love the cover. It's a lot like my favorite RSV, which I bought at the used bookstore, and this is by Collins. It's just that nice leather, same era, but it's a Schofield, and if nobody wants it, I will keep it, because I need a King James version. The King James version I have is very small, so I need it. But I don't need it to the point where I'm not going to give it away. So if you want this, let me know. But you can see the copyright of this is 1945, and this must have been printed. You can look at the gilding, which is really more copper, and I think this might have been published in the 50s. So let's see, 59. It says here T1 59 183X. I'm not sure if that's a year or a date, but I mean, considering, let's just assume this is 1959, and I think that would be correct. Use monotone or dual tone maps. Okay, from Oxford. All right, so let's get into it here. All right, very briefly. So most of you are familiar with Schofields who watch this channel. You know that the notes are from the late 1800s. There's a wonderful preface here. And I love these Bibles. That's why I really bought it, you know. I'm not going to use it, but there's just something about this turn of the 20th century or mid-20th century that just really, you know, you just love the paper, love the gilding, and just love the quality of these Bibles. There is no writing in here, that, as far as I know, and no notes, so I'm not sure how loved this was, but you can tell from the corners that somebody did use it. But why would anyone get rid of this? I was talking to a couple today, and they were like, oh, yeah, we have old Bibles. We have grandmother's Bible and mom's Bible, and, you know, you can only keep it for so long. So I do understand why people would get rid of it. You can see it has the center column references, and it's verse by verse, as you can see. But at the end of the day, why would you just not use it? This scared me to death. This little thing fell out, and I thought it was a roach. I was going to freak out like a little girl. You get that old Oxford ribbon, which is always crappy. You see it's like a part of a ribbon here. So you did get that black ribbon, but there's a little writing. All right, there you go. Some red. Somebody underlined it in pen. Isn't that a shame? And then you have the concordance in the back. Proper names. You have some helps. Dictionary of Scripture proper names, subject index, and concordance. You also have here, let's see here, an index of the references. All right. And then the use of the index, its value to the preacher, Sunday school teacher, evangelist, Christian worker. So if you want this Bible, let me know. I'm not going to charge you. I'll just send it to you. Again, you have to be in the continental U.S. All right. The next Bible I found was just given to me at the used bookstore. It's too old to sell. And it's pretty beat up, so they were going to get rid of it. And I said, well, I'll just take it and show it off and hopefully mail it to somebody who's interested. It doesn't have a gilded edge. It's more of a red. It's very old, as you can see. Look at that yap. All right. Holy Bible with Helps. It is a King James version. But let's get into it. Joyce Lee owned it a long time ago. So you could see it's really torn up, and they didn't think it was worthy to sell. So, they can only sell what's not falling apart. So Westminster Bookstores, Philadelphia, it's King James. Here's the Via Dolorosa, so it is illustrated. Let's see if we can get any notes. I didn't look through this one. They just gave it to me, put it in my hand. Here's a license from John Wheatley, printed in Great Britain. All right, maybe it is Oxford, but it doesn't say. It has these like faux ribs on them, or hubs or whatever. King James. So let's see if we can, there's a highlighting there. It's like pink highlighting. Okay. Let's just breeze through illustrations. I mean, this must be older than the other one. It's pretty old. It's pretty damaged. I don't know if you can see that water damage there. All right. And then there is damage at the end. That's a nice picture. There, see that? It's like somebody left something in there and it's like tape or something. And then that's that. So I don't know what that is or what's that's from, but again, they gave it to me. So here is, let's see this. Selected Helps of the Study Bible by Charles H. Wright. I think I've seen this before in other Bibles. So there are the contents right there. Okay, you have English version of the Bible, summary of the Gospels, harmony of the Gospels. This is summary of the books of the Bible. I always like those. Helps with the study of the Bible. Where's the English? Maybe that'll give us a clue. Paul's missionary journeys. How to study the Bible. I always love reading these things. They're really cool, I think. Anyway, so I'm not sure if there's a date or even publisher. I'm assuming it's, Collins or something, but it doesn't say. Nothing on the back, as you can see. And that's it. So again, if you want it, let me know. I'll send it to you. All right. And then the last book is really neat. I think this is going to go. If somebody wants this. The Book of Common Prayer. It's the 1979 Book of Common Prayer. It's not that big, but I love this thing. First of all, it's like it is, I'm not sure if it's leather over board or one of those pleather ones. It's by Seabury. But look at this. It has 4 of these ribbons, the yellow ones sticking out. I want to just show you how nice and how good this condition is. First of all, it's $1, so I'm not going to pass it up. Then it has the gilding. Look at that gilding. Is that beautiful or what? All right. And then, if you open it up, you have these presentation pages. I don't know who that is, but somebody owned it, was confirmed by the Right Reverend. And then the Book of Common Prayer. Okay. Again, some of y'all are not into the Book of Common Prayer, and that's fine. But if you want a compact Book of Common Prayer to bring with you that has 4 ribbons already in it, look at this red one. It hasn't even been used. Look at that. Isn't that sad? So there is the red. Let's find the black one. Come here, black one. My hands are going numb because it's cold. I have neuropathy over here, neuropathy. Here's the black. Look at that. It's folded in. These haven't even been used, man. I'm telling you, that's so cool. So this is a great book, okay? So if you're interested, let me know, and I'll redo the ribbons for you even. So there's yellow, and the white one is back here, I think. All right. So this is a great little book. I'm going to put the yellow. I'm going to move the yellow. And then I'm going to find the white is in there with the yellow. So there you go. There's the white. And if you use the Book of Common Prayer, you're used to, needing a lot of ribbons because you have your daily office and then you have your Sunday and your, Collects and things like that. Look at that. Beautiful. Is that a cool addition or what? We'll even take I'll even give you the dimensions on it. It is 4.5 inches, and the giraffe says 4.5 inches by about 6.25 inches. So perfect size, perfect binding, really sharp, lots of personality. You bring this with your old school Bible at church, and you're going to be the coolest kid in town. That's what I think. So thank you for joining me. Check this out. You know, if you need it, I'll fly it over there to wherever you live in the continental United States and get it to you. Sasquatch says, have a great day, and it's a cat. Oh!